Yesterday you saw the action from Moonee Valley live here on Channel 7. They started off on a dead track and then it was changed to slow. And the opening race was the Bill Graham Hurdle. The favourite was St Magnus at 2-1. We'll take a look at the concluding stages now with your commentator, the accurate one, Bill Collins.
Jumped it well. Oh, the second one, Malabard, turned himself inside out and left Baglaga Boy with a winning lead. 3 lengths in front at the 300 now from Malabar. Then Sky Ross and D'Angelo looking a place getter in a long gap. Norfolk Tiger, Remy Martin, and St Magnus has dropped right out of it. But on the corner, Baglaga Boy looks to have it won. He's about 3 lengths to Malabard, Sky Ross, D'Angelo, and then Remy Martin. Here's the last. Baglaga Boy draws to it about 5 lengths in front of Malabard. He comes to it, takes off, jumped it beautifully, and he'll win easily. Malabard and Sky Ross battling out the minors, but Baglaga Boys won it by about 8 lengths. Second placing to Malabard. Third will be Sky Ross just in front.
Baglaga Boy at 7-2, giving a very good hurdling exhibition to take out the first from Malabard at 12. Sky Ross 8-1. The favourite of 4 runs St Magnus dropped out at 2-1. In the second, the Cooey handicap 1600 the journey. The favourite Honeybridge at 5-2.
Racing and jumping away pretty well. Velino and Fairy Saint being hard ridden early. Royal Reveille away. Flurry being ridden out of the barrier with the whip. Lord Melville began okay, and so too did Marg's Lad, and Lost Art the outside. Honeybridge still wide, trying to get around the leaders now, has joined them and makes about a line of 8 as they go to the first corner. Flurry held the inside from Royal Reveille and Fairy Saint. Lord Melville 4 deep and 5 in line. Honeybridge over on the outside. Lost Art is behind them, and Lots of Rule is moving up quickly next from Marg's Lad, and they were followed further back in the field then by Better Vengeance, making some ground around the outside. Dropping back through the field is Tioni at this stage towards the rear. Blaster and Rule Free are well out of it with Zany Show as they settle down, and Velino's dropped out along last. Going to the 800 corner now, and Fairy Saint took over to be a neck in front here from Blaster. Lots of Art going around them now to join the leaders. Honeybridge has never been on the track. Next, Royal Reveille, the rails, and then Marg's Lad coming into it around the outside now with a fair run is Coliban Lad at the head of the others. Then Lots of Rule making ground from Better Vengeance, and Blaster from a long way back. Up by the 500 now, and Lord Melwood took the lead. He's about a neck in front at this stage. Over on the outside is Lost Art. Honeybridge is gone, coming into it Coliban Lad and also Marg's Lad, and Lots of Rule under the whip looking for a run on the inside. Then Blaster at the head of the others. Lord Melwood drew clear on the corner from Lost Art. Lots of Rule looking at danger if he can get a run on the inside. Lord Melwood led into the straight from Lost Art. Lots of Rule under the whips getting the run on the inside to come out after him. Lord Melwood, however, is holding the lead from Lots of Rule, who's trying hard, and Lord Melwood's going on to win from Lots of Rule. Second, Blaster flew home from third from Lost Art, Marg's Lad. Then Coliban Lad followed further back in the field, Tioni. Good gap, Better Vengeance. Royal Reveille dropped out from Royal Rule Free. Then came Zany Show. Honeybridge well back towards the rear with Fairy Saint. And Flurry was one of the last home. And Velino absolute last.
First of 3 winners for Darren Goucher yesterday. Lord Melwood 11-4, too strong at the finish for Lots of Rule at 12s, and Blaster at 15-1. The favourite Honeybridge trapped wide and weakened at 5-2. In the third, the Royal Imperial handicap, equal favourites here, Art Master and Ben Farris 11-4 each at 2.
And away they go, and caught them in a pretty good line. Red Henry began quite well, and Art Master showing great speed has quickly gone to the lead as they settle down into stride. Red Henry's moving up on the outside of it, and Tranquil Time got away well too. So did Speedy Opaque on the inside, and All Seeker is showing some speed in the centre, followed by Buranti. Ben Farris moving around the outside to be up in about 5th place when they settle down. Super Ivor back towards the rear of the field, and back towards there when they settle down into stride too as I Am Sailing. Up by the 600, Red Henry showing great speed out about 2 lengths in front of Art Master. A length to Ben Farris now making his run on the outside, followed by Tranquil Time losing a bit of ground here. And they were followed further back then by Opaque Star coming into the picture. The others are struggling. Art Master went up quickly in the centre to head off Red Henry, and now Ben Farris on the outside out after him. And they're about 6 lengths in front of Opaque Star, Tranquil Time, and then came All Seeker and Buranti on the turn into the straight, and Art Master looks to be cantering. Shot away a length and a half to Ben Farris, followed by Red Henry, and Daylight away the others, headed by Opaque Star. But Art Master set for a big win halfway down the straight from Ben Farris, and Art Master going to coast down to the line to win by 5 lengths. Ben Farris second, Red Henry third. About 8 lengths away was Buranti fourth, just in front of Opaque Star. Then All Seeker, Tranquil Time, followed by Miracle Boy. A long way back in the field is Court Jinker. And lengths further back, Speedy Opaque, followed by Super Ivor, and I Am Sailing is last.
Yet another win for little Therese Payne on Artmaster, whose record is now 14 starts for 6 wins. Most impressive, 11-4 equal, defeating the other equal favourite Ben Faris and Red Henry third at 7-1. The main event yesterday at the Valley, the Hiskens Steeplechase, race 4, over 3,600 metres, and the Grand National winner, Gogong, the favourite, at 11-8.
Racing, Monsist, Gogong, Mansion Downs away well from Crown On and Carina Mist. Here's the run of the first. Mansion Downs, Monsist in front. He's going to ease behind them on Gogong. Here's the first. Mansion Downs and Monsist over at 2 lengths to Crown On Wainui. Gogong on the rails. Then Stop and Think. A length Carina Mist, and 2 lengths away in the all-white colours of the club is Tengahari. Out of the straight, 16 fences a jump. A treble down the side coming up, and Monsist in front. 2.5 lengths Mansion Downs, a length to Wainui, a length to Gogong, 1 to Stop and Think, a length to Crown On, and then Carina Mist and Tengahari. Here they head down the side now on the steeplechase track, going towards this treble. And this could be a very telling factor. Monsist, the leader to the first of the treble, over it from Mansion Downs. Then Wainui, Gogong and Stop and Think as they go over the second of them. 3 or 4 to Crown On, and then Tengahari and Carina Mist. Well, the jumping's good over that treble. And the leader is Monsist, out about 2.5 lengths to Mansion Downs. 2.5 Wainui, a length away Gogong on the outside of Stop and Think. There's another division then, 10 lengths to Crown On, Tengahari and Carina Mist. They go towards the jump at the 1,000-metre mark now, and Monsist about 3 in front. He's over it safely. Mansion Downs jumping well. In third placing is Wainui. Gogong the outside to the second of the double. Stop and Think. Wainui hooked it. About 20 lengths to Crown On, 5 to Tengahari and Carina Mist. Round the 800-metre turn for the first time, and Monsist travelling very well within himself, about 2.5 lengths Mansion Downs. He's enjoying the slower pace of the steeplechase. 1.5 lengths to Wainui on the outside, 2 lengths to Stop and Think. Gogong a length away, jumped it well, 10 or 12 lengths Crown On, 4 or 5 Tengahari, and last of all Carina Mist. Here's the jump now at the 400, and Monsist to it. Over it well, 2 lengths Mansion Downs, 3 or 4 lengths Wainui, 2 to Stop and Think, a length to Gogong, then about 8 lengths Crown On making a bit of ground, 6 to Tengahari and Carina Mist last. Back where they started now, 2,000 to go, coming to the jump in the straight, which will be the 9th and last next time round. And Monsist a little more pace, 2.5 Mansion Downs, it's going very easily. About 8 lengths away now, Gogong. The rider's decided he better get a bit closer. He's moved up on the outside of Wainui and Stop and Think. 6 or 8 lengths to Crown On. Then 5 to Tengahari and Carina Mist a long way back. Out of the straight they go. And Gogong's rider has again gone back behind those two onto the rails for the run out of the straight. He's giving the leaders about 8 lengths, and Monsist 1.5 lengths Mansion Downs. It's going particularly well. 5 lengths to Stop and Think, and Wainui coming to the treble again, and now Gogong taken to the outside again, and 4 to Crown On. Here's this treble, and Mansion Downs is gone. He crashed through it. And the leader, Monsist, about 4 or 5 in front of Gogong, is up running second now. That rider's okay. And as they go over the last of the treble, the horse is up on his feet too. Monsist about 6 lengths in front of Gogong at the 1,200. A length away, Stop and Think. 5 to Wainui, 6 to Crown On, a long gap, Tengahari under the whip, and Carina Mist. Now Monsist, he's a hurdler, he's got a lot of speed, and at the double at the 1,000, he's 8 lengths in front of Gogong, and he jumped it well. 4 to Stop and Think, 8 to Wainui, Crown On, second of the double. Monsist over at about 8 in front. Gogong hit it a little bit, he's going to have some trouble, Gogong. With 800 to go, Monsist 8 lengths to Gogong. Then 5 to Stop and Think, 10 to Wainui, 6 to Crown On, Tengahari and Carina Mist. I don't think they'll get this one if he stands up. The double up the side. Monsist got over at about 8 lengths in front of Gogong. 10 lengths away, Stop and Think, 10 to Wainui, Crown On. Here's the second last at the school, 500 out. Monsist about 8 in front, he draws to it. Oh, he nearly stopped at it, got over it okay. About 8 lengths to Gogong, 20 lengths Stop and Think, and then Tengahari, followed by Crown On Wainui. But around the turn with 1 to jump, 300 to go. Monsist led a good 6, 7 lengths from Gogong, and 20 lengths away Tengahari. Monsist, the little Tassie fellow's got it, one of he jumps the last. He's 8 in front of Gogong. Here it is, Monsist. He measures it, draws to it, and he's over it safely. And Monsist's going to win the Ainsley China Hiskens steeplechase. About 8 lengths to Gogong, 25 lengths away third, Tengahari. Then came Carina Mist and Wainui together, followed by Crown On, and last to finish in the race was Stop and Think.
Well, it was mixed fortunes there for trainer Michael Trinter. He had the winner Monsist and Mansion Downs, who crashed over about the 1500 metre mark, but apparently the horse is quite okay. Monsist at 6-1, taking out the Hiskens from Gogong, the 11-8 favourite, Tangahari third at 16-1. In race 5, the Julius Marlowe handicap over the 2600 metre course, the favourites were Pass the Baton and Game Trooper at 7-2.
Racing. Caught them pretty well. Gold Omen came out very quickly over on the inside. Dash Away began okay, and Ask Again wider out with Kel Trail. And Hawksidium showing a lot of good speed early in the race. Past the Baton has dropped out at his last when they settle down into stride. Out wide, Kel Trail just led Ask Again and Gold Omen from Dash Away and Our Baron, and then Hawksidium and Electric Bronze coming to the turn the first time. They were followed then by Fearless Charm about a length back on the inside of the next bunch of horses. Glendon is out wide, and they were followed by the Lady Leontine pushing through in the centre. Game Troopers back behind them on the fence, and Tundra Cloud back towards the rear with Past the Baton and Outland. Down the straight the first time, Kel Trail setting a fair pace here. About a length to Our Baron, and Gold Omen tucked in on the fence. 4 lengths to Electric Blondes. 3 lengths to Fearless Charm, Dash Away and Ask Again 3 deep. 2.5 to Hawksidium, followed by Game Trooper. 3 to Lady Leontine. Past the Baton has moved up a little next from Glendon, and Outland back at the rear as they went out of the straight. And there's one behind it is Tundra Cloud. Past the 1500 down the hill, and the leader Kel Trail. About a length Our Baron, 3 parts Gold Omen getting a dream run. 2 lengths away now Electric Bronze, bringing the others up from Ask Again and Fearless Charm. 2 to Dash Away. 3 to Hawksidium, a length to Pass the Baton. Outland making ground but 3 deep. Game Trooper still a long way out of it at this stage from Lady Leontine and then Glendon, and Tundra Cloud is toiling. Past the 1200 and Kel Trail a half length to Our Baron. A length and a half further back came Gold Omen. 1 to Ask Again. 1 to Fearless Charm. Outland still making ground. 2 to Electric Bronze. Past the Baton coming into the picture from Glendon, and a gap further back Lady Leontine and Dash Away with Hawksidium. Game Troopers dropped out to last. It can't go a yard, and Tundra Cloud taking off around it. At the 800 corner, and Our Baron's rider has taken it to the lead from Gold Omen, and here's the grey Ask Again, although having covered ground, moving up very quickly. They're 3 lengths in front of Fearless Charm. Then Past the Baton moving up to be third, and going through on the fence is Outland, followed by Glendon, and a long gap further back Tundra Cloud. He's gone for home on Ask Again, and the grey shot 3 in front with 500 to go. In second placing, Past the Baton, followed by Outland getting up on the fence. Gold Omen's gone, so is Our Baron, then Fearless Charm. The rest are history. With 300 to go on the corner, Ask Again clear, but 2 lengths only now to Past the Baton. Outland looking a big danger, coming out wide on the track. Ask Again into the straight. A length and a half Past the Baton, a half length to Outland, coming home hard. Ask Again in front, 100 to go, but Outland, I think, is gathering him up quickly now. Outland raced up to Ask Again. There's not much in it. Outland might be going home the best, and he'll win. Outland a neck to Ask Again. 3 lengths to Pass the Baton third. Then Fearless Charm, Lady Leontine. Gold Omen next, a long gap to Our Baron, Glendon. 15 lengths to Tundra Cloud, and then Game Trooper. Next in the field was... on the outside of the next bunch, Dash Away, who's back towards the rear with Kel Trail, Electric Bronze and Hawksidium.
That was the middle pin of a winning treble for Darren Gauci. Outland 11-2, Ask Again 10s, Past the Baton, equal favourite at 7-2 with the unplaced Game Trooper. In the first leg of the double yesterday, race 6, the Florsheim Shoe Shops handicap, so that 10 times quickly. The favourite Mum's Pride at 7-2.
There they go. And they've jumped away reasonably well, although Netcall was a little bit slow to get going, and he's last as they settle down. Longwood Lad, the leader, Mum's Pride away brilliantly today. Kale got away well and is showing a lot of speed. Clip Boss and Tuck Point over on the inside. Straight Grey out wide from Fair Paint. Then came Plymouth, Glamour Man, 2 lengths Chestnut Condi, Gold Consoles and Netcall. At the 800 corner, and Mum's Pride up boxing on here with Longwood Lad. They're about a length in front of Kale, who's very well placed, followed by Straight Grey. Cardinal's Fury out very wide from Clip Boss, Glamour Man, and then came Fair Paint and Plim. Gold Consoles to the outside from Netcall, making a little bit of ground at the head of the others, and then Tuck Point and Chestnut Condi. Well, Mum's Pride kept that at a half-length. Longwood Lad. Kale now pulled out from Straight Grey. They've got right away from the others, headed by Fair Paint and Netcall, but Mum's Pride, gee, she's showing plenty of dash again. She's drawn away 2 lengths to Longwood Lad. Looks home, Mums. In third place, Kale, followed then by Straight Grey and Netcall wide and late. In the straight, Mum's Pride 3 lengths in front. Net Calls running on well into second placing. Mum's Pride starting to stop as they get near the line. Net Calls flying over. It'll get up, I think. Net Call flashes up and one at a nostril to Mum's Pride. Third placing Straight Grey ran on well, and they're followed by Gull Consoles. Next Clip Boss, behind those horses Kale, Longwood Lad, then Fair Paint. 10 lengths to Plim, Glamour Man, Cardinal's Fury, Chestnut Conti and Tuck Point.
Well, you wouldn't have backed that with Counterfeit Yen on the home turn. Net Call, but it got there at 8-1. Mum's Pride looked to have it shot to bits at the 200, 7-2 in favourite, and Straight Grey third at 10-1. In the 7th, the second division of the Royal Imperial Handicap, El Nam, the popular pick at 6-4.
There's the light, away they go. Fearless Desire began quickly, and Truman, showing great speed, has taken up the lead on settling down into stride. Now Better Picture slow away, and so was Voting Paper, and Kingston Lane began a bit tardily. Truman led a length to El Nam, settling down from Private Word over on the outside, and Matthews Comet. They were followed, let's see, by Fearless Desire. It is going round the outside of them, and Royal Rumpus. Kingston Lane is back about 9th, awkwardly positioned over on the inside. Voting Paper getting past it. Better Picture making up a little bit of ground with Fremount, and they were followed further back in the field by Comedy Demon. And Swift Poachers back at the rear as they came up the side of the track now with 600 metres to go, and back with it Sindari. With about 500 out, Truman, tackled by Private Word, is going well and getting right through on the inside. El Nam to make a line of 3. They're clear of Matthews Comet. Fremount's running on well. Kingston Lane is struggling. And then Swift Poacher, Private Word and El Nam. Private Word looks to be going better on the corner. Fremount's going to be the danger out wide, and they're well clear of Matthews Comet, and Kingston Lane getting out when it's all over from Voting Paper. But Private Word shot away halfway down the straight from El Nam. Fremount is next, and they were followed then by Kingston Lane. Private Word eased down, wins by 4 lengths to Fremount. Third is El Nam, just in front of Kingston Lane. Then came Voting Paper, a good gap further back in the field, Comedy Demon, Swift Poacher, and it was followed further back in the field again by Matthews Comet and Metallic Flash. Well back, Better Picture, and among the last to finish Sindari, and also Truman, who stopped to a walk, and the last home in the race altogether would be Fearless Desire.
Private Word landing some good wages, back from 8s into 11-2, and successful in very hollow fashion. Fremount second, 25-1, and the favourite third, El Nam at 6-4. In the Blink Bonnie Handicap Race 8, the second leg of the double, Karabahar, the popular pick at 7-2.
Racing now. Quinton Lass a little bit slow, so was Dunwoody. It was last settling down, and Lady Marielle was second last. Honest Rose, one of the first to get going. Karabahar began well. Belstani burning through on the inside towards the leaders when they settle down with Sun Planet, and El Gabonia settling in behind them. Oh, there's a wall of horses there vying for the lead. And as they went to the 800 corner, Karabahar from the extreme outside was just the leader now from Honest Rose. Stiletto Star's gone up to be third from Belstani, and they were followed by Mandela. Back behind them, El Gabonia, and they were followed further back by Sun Planet. Next in the field is Avenging. Dunwoody is back about third last. Lady Marielle second last, with Quinton Lassen, Dancer's Darling last. Karabahar went clear at the 600, a length and a half to Stiletto Star. Third is Monesta on the outside, and they were followed then by, on the inside, Avenging. Coming around them is Dunwoody now with a good run. Lady Marielle still well back on the corner, and Karabahar doing it well, a length and a half to Monesta. Sun Planet running on, a Better Venture running on fairly well in the centre as they turn into the straight. Karabahar tackle quickly. El Gabonia looking for a run, and Lady Marielle going for the rails. Better Venture out wide, and Emelinsky. It's El Gabonia getting to the front, 50 metres to go, and the grey El Gabonia is going on to score. Second placing to Better Venture, third Nesta. Lady Marielle got up for fourth along the fence from Emelinsky, Avenging, Dunwoody, Dancer's Darling. Karabahar punctured badly from Quinton Lass, and then Sun Planet, Stiletto Star dropped right out of it also from Belstani, and Honest Rose was last.
El Gabonia at 6s, defeating Better Venture 25s and Monesta at 33s, and a good result for the bookmakers, and you'd swear that someone jumped the fence and hit Karabahar over the head at about the 100-metre mark. It dropped out and finished 9th at 7-2. Did have to do plenty of work early though. In the last event, the favourite here, Flying Shoes, at 4-1.
Racing. Caught them in a beautiful line. Harbour Gold's going to be the early leader. Getting away well too is Brelina. Caesar's Right, Savitas over on the inside of Affected and Collins Choice, and then Gay Tulip, Bevrose, Flying Shoes. Next Royal Mask, and back behind them is JPEX, I'm a Guy, Ranger's Son second last, and here's a Toff last. Round the 1200 corner, and Brelina's out 2 lengths to Harbour Gold, affected third. Savita's Bev Rose zooming round them on the outside now, taking a while to get there though. Then Collins Choice, Caesar's Right tucked in on the fence, and they are followed then by Japex to the outside, making ground. Flying Shoes caught wide. Then a length to Gay Tulip, 2 to Royal Mask. I'm a Guy, Here's a Toff, and Ranger's Son, the last 2. Coming to the 800 corner now, and Bev Rose finally got to the front, but gee, she's done it hard. From Brelina and affected right up with the leaders, a length and a half Harbour Gold. Then Collins Choice the outside. Flying Shoes coming into it with a good run here. And Japex going around them, and Gay Tulip now whipped to the outside. I'm a Guy pulled out as they bunch up. Ranger's Son still back second last, eased off the fence. Up by the 600, affected took the lead from Collins Choice. Flying Shoes and Gay Tulip pushing through in the centre. Then came Japex, Harbour Gold, and I'm a Guy running on. Ranger's Son's not in it. Affected and joined now by Gay Tulip, getting the split to go to the lead with Collins Choice. Gay Tulip, Collins Choice from affected. Flying Shoes has run a race, and then Japex. It's Gay Tulip leading into the straight, about a neck to Collins Choice. She's doing better. Drew nearly a length in front with Japex running on well from affected and Flying Shoes, but Gay Tulip's got the last one. And Gay Tulip's coming down the line to win it well. Scores by 2 lengths to Japex, third Collins Choice, fourth Flying Shoes. Then affected, Here's a Toff, Royal Mask, Ranger's Son, I'm a Guy, 10 lengths to Caesar's Right. A long way back, Harbour Gold, Savita's. Bev Rose has run second last, and last home was Brelina.
Gay Tulip at 9-2, pretty consistent racehorse, taking out the last from Japex at 33s. Collins Choice 14-1, and the favourite Flying Shoes unplaced running fourth at 4-1. Let's check the doubles yesterday from around Australia at Moonee Valley. The extra double, 1 and 6, $18.70. Daily double, 6 and 4, $27.40. And the quadrella, 6, 6, 8 and 4, a handsome $2,198.85. In Sydney, the extra, 4 and 8, $9.50. Daily double, a pair of threes, $4.70. In Adelaide, the extra, 14 and 9, $43.10. Daily double, 7 and 2, $5.95. In Brisbane, the TAB double, 8 and 9, $184.65. Provincial racing at Mornington, 5 and 1 the extra, $25.90. Daily double, 2 and 4, $13.30. And the quadrella on 2, 5, 4 and 1, $467.10. And that was the way you saw the action live here on 7 yesterday, AV Hiskens Steeplechase Day at Moonee Valley. We'll take a break and be back to take a look at greyhound racing in just a moment.